Thank you for this great film, and thank you for you allowed us to enter this community in a very, very gentle way, but also very funny way for me. Also, it's very funny. Some moments. Can you tell us how the idea started? What was the initial moment when you realized you want to make a film about Mustafa?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the festival, because I forgot in the beginning. Thank you for the invitation by you and Igor and Mark. We're very welcome with me. And yes, actually, the idea was born before I know what is the cinema for me, because it's a roll of questions that I had in my head, and that questions were not answered by my father, because he never wanted to talk about it. It's normal, I think he understood why. And then I thought that it will be not good saying, like asking every day, or because I'm very curious, as you watch, and I had these questions, and I think the cinema for me is about the questions I have in my head. And this idea was born before I knew what the cinema was for me, as I told you. And then it was just a reason, okay, to find a way to know more about my identity, the identity of my family, and all the things that we talk during the movie. And it's that, I think the film is about that. It's not just about the search for my grandfather. It's about the problems that I had in my head before I made the movie. And it was a way to find some answers, and yeah, is this. And that's why I made a movie, just to get it, to get the answers for my questions. The first time I talked with these people about the movie is what you saw, you know. It was the first time that I asked them about who was my grandfather, how was he, and what were the problems between my grandfather and my grandmother.
But you've been to the place before?
Yeah.
How many times?
Yeah, I've been into the place because I usually went there to an holidays with my parents. But we never talked about it. And that's all. Yeah.
And there is also, I mean, your decision, the filmmaker's decision to make this film without interviews. So it's like you are also, how should I say? You are in the front of camera, but it's all set in observational mode of cinema in a way. Because you don't have interaction with protagonists, don't have interaction with camera. So that was your decision.
Yeah. Because I believe. Well, I think, or I believe, I don't know, but I think I don't know. It's a question for you, but I think I'm in the same level of the people I shot. I don't know if you felt it, but it was a way to respect them, because I really respect them. And sometimes the people think that the people in the little village are like, I don't want to say this, but they are not intelligent as like us that are in the city. But I don't believe on that, because it's not true. They know everything about life. We talk before I shot the film. We talk a lot about life, what they feel to be there, because it's a village with 30 people, and I think it was a way to respect them and be in the same level of them. And then I tried to do this kind of approach with the camera in a
long takes.
Long takes, long distance, because it's the kind of cinema that I believe. Because I believe as well that it's possible to try to make something in documentary like a kind of mise en scène. Direction, movement of in the documentary, like a tableau vivant, live paintings, live paintings. You know what I mean? Live paintings. Like I'm there, and the camera is fixed, and we just try to get something, kind of movement during the plan, and everything is happening there, because it's not just the people that are important. The landscape is important as well in my movie, I think. And I think it's things that I think it is, because maybe for you it's different. That's why then you ask me some questions, and I don't know if you have some
please ask if you have
to say about the movie, because
I have one more.
Sorry.
As always.
We saw today also a film by Ivan Salatic in the Museum of Modern Art, and We Are the Sons of Your Rocks. And in this film also you have fire as a motif, which is refitting.
It's a kind of
Yes. Also in his film, so that's an interesting coincidence. But could you say a little bit about the fire in the film?
I think the fire represents a lot of things. I will not say what it represents for me. It's much more interesting if you say me what it represents for you. I don't know if it's okay, because we are talking in English and some people...
Da, ok. Treba i na srpskom. Ne. Ok, imate pitanja, have questions for Paolo? No, English is okay.
Okay. The fire, it was something that we found when we were there, and I thought that is concerned with the problem between my grandfather and my grandmother, because she has like this kind of psychotic problem, and for me it's like a kind of metaphor to represent it. I don't know if you felt it or not, but for me what it means, and it was a way to talk or to like touch in something more that I will not explain, and maybe you felt, maybe you didn't feel, but okay, I will not explain everything, because then it's like a kind of, it's not like trying to develop a thought about something that it's just for the director and not for the audience. That's why I think it's better if I give you the word, and because I am nothing, I'm just a director. Okay.
Yes, please, if you have questions, now is the moment, or comments. You like it or don't like it?
First of all, thank you very much for your beautiful film. I have many questions. I will just ask one. How does your father feel about you doing this film? Because it's very much about him too. Did he see it? How are his feelings? As it's something he didn't like to speak about a lot.
It's difficult to. It was a very important movie for me and for my father as well, because we have a very nice relationship, but it was always a bit cold, because my father, as you watch, had a difficult youth, and he was present during the premiere in Lisbon. And it was a huge moment of, I don't know, in the final he was very proud, because sometimes I tell that the movie, I had something to, for me it was like, because I never, because it's difficult for me as well.
Okay.
I never saw my father crying, you know, and sometimes I told that it was like a challenge, try to see my father crying. In the final he didn't cry. But he was very proud, and during the Q&A he was with me, and we were talking together with the public, with the audience, and it was very nice. And you know, because my father and my mother, they never go to the cinema, you know. The first, I remember with my last short movie, they went to the cinema, and since I think 25 years they didn't go to the cinema. And it's nice because they are audience, okay, and the son as well, and I made a movie for my father. But it's a nice share, you know. He was very proud, and we were together, and then it's just a film, you know. They are working, it doesn't matter for them. No, it matters because I'm his son, but you know, it's not. Yeah, but he was very proud, and it was with a huge audience, and everything was okay. I don't know if I.
Any more questions? Yeah, I think you did. Thank you. Any more questions? No. What about the locals? You had a screening there also? Not yet?
No, not yet. And what is curious is because just 2 people came to the premiere in Lisbon. We organized with
2 people from the village.
From the village, yeah. We organized a bus so they come and everything. But as I told about my parents, they are working. You know, they are working. It's just cinema. How can I explain? And then two of that people, they were very, because they never. When I was filming, they were like, well, what this guy is doing here? They didn't understand. It's normal. And then I went back to Gosto Frio for holidays with my father, just with my father. And the people were very proud, and they talk a lot about what happened in Lisbon and everything. But they never asked me to watch the movie, because you know it doesn't matter for them. This August we're gonna screen the movie there, and let's see what they will say about it. But you know, even if they didn't watch the movie, they feel as they watched. You know, because the other people that went, they start to tell everything about the movie, what's happened, and I was very well received there with them. We were talking about, you know, about life, not about the movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about those 150,000 children that are not recognized? That's all about poverty or something else?
Mm-hmm. Actually, in the movie, we didn't touch that point a lot, but it was during the dictatorship, because Portugal had a dictatorship of 48 years old. It's the biggest dictatorship in Europe. And that number comes from a study, you know, because I didn't know that, but then before I made the movie, I was searching about it to know something more about it. And in the final, I can say that it's true because I went to the national statistic. National Statistic Bank or something like that. Yeah, sorry because and to find this number because I couldn't make a movie like I will say like 150 and then it's not true.
And check the fact.
Yeah, I checked the fact. Yeah, and. I think it's because during the dictatorship everything is very free for the men, you know, and that's why I believe, I don't know, I believe that the movie talks a little bit about the woman rights as well, because sometimes during these periods we forget these things that are very important, I think. I don't know if you understood, but it's just this, yeah. But there's still people without the name of the father in his name, you know. And just by curiosity, my uncle, the youngest one, in the final, he got the name of my grandfather because they went to the court to get it. But my father and the other uncle, the older one, they didn't want. Do you know why? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. For me, the movie is very warm and personal, so I actually wanted to say that you also kind of gave us the context of the position of women, and I actually, although the movie starts with your research on trying to find out more about your grandfather, I actually during the movie became more interested in your grandmother. And how was it for you? Because you did know her, right? As a child, you had contact with your grandmother.
No. I had contact with my grandmother.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
because
what I
I'm
said.
not hearing.
But did you?
Because I'm not hearing.
Okay, I'll speak up. I'll be a little bit louder.
Sorry,
Did you find
I'm
some new? And thank you for kind of showing and that whole context regarding the position of women and women's rights and how women were treated. But because I became more interested in your grandmother during the movie, did you also find out something more about her that you hadn't known before you started the filming? And I know it's personal, but I love the fact that you show your emotions, that you're emotional in the movie. I really love that. And has that kind of this whole quest, whole journey that you filmed, did it give you, I mean, after you finished filming, have you had that kind of sense of completion or being more at peace with your ancestral story?
Well, everything I found about my grandfather and my grandmother are there, you know, is direct, you know, and that's why sometimes I didn't I didn't it was very difficult to don't be emotional.
But that's
No.
great. It's wonderful that you're emotional. No, I know it's challenging, but has it been also healing for you?
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. But I think because I've been with my grandmother for a long time, because sometimes as you heard, sometimes he came to Lisbon and stayed with us, and we had a good relationship. It's difficult, huh? No. I'm gonna get it. And
I mean, I think every film is every film for me is some form of
I'm very engaged
psychotherapy.
with the movie, you know. That's why. Yeah, I understand everything. I understood everything in US, but I'm thinking about my life, you know.
No. If it's too personal, I understand that it's challenging to speak. And it's wonderful that you show your emotions in the movie, but I understand that it's very personal, very deep, and it's hard for you to talk about it. But I think showing empathy and sensitivity is actually wonderful. But I understand that it's can be very hard at the same time. So no worries. I mean, you don't have to answer.
No, because it's a share, you know. And I think it's definitely. Well, for me, you know, in the beginning, my challenge was like, because I was always thinking about it, like, I will not judge these people, because they will talk some things that I will not like, but I think there's one moment during the movie, no, 2 moments, that I judge the people, and I'm so sorry about it, because it's not the problem of them, you know, it's problem of our family, but it's impossible, because I was talking about my life, I was talking about my father, my grandmother, you know, because I didn't have a relationship with my grandfather, but with my grandmother and with my father, with my grandmother I had, because she died, but with my father I still have a very nice relationship, and it was quite hard, you know. Try to didn't judge them. In the final, I think there is 2 moments that I judged them because I was very uncomfortable with the things they were saying, and I'm so sorry because of that. But yeah, that's why I think the movie talks a little bit about oral history, because it's what is interesting for me. It's not the history you wrote on the papers and everything, you know. And I don't know if you understood or if it's okay for you,
Yes,
my answer, but maybe we talk there, and because yeah, it's very emotional for me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that oral history element is also so wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
We would have to, the next screening is at 9,
Okay.
but we can continue outside. You're here until Monday morning, right?
Money, yeah.
And I invite you all also to come to Ben Akiba Bar tonight, festival party, if you want, and Paul will
We
be
can
there.
talk about everything.